begin.
Hey, y'all ready?
We ready. They ready. I hope y'all are ready out there. All of you guys, thank you for watching and listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network after show for Growing Up Hip Hop New York. We have a full panel tonight, and we have special guest Designer tuning in. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
So before we get into speaking with Designer, let's introduce our full panel tonight. Yes. So I am one of y'all's here, Howard III, sitting next to me, Miss Conversation Piece. I mean, she is everything in a bag. She's back at everything. Okay. And she's a huge Designer fan, ain't you?
I sure am.
Okay. All right. And then we got next to her is Byron K.
What's
How
good,
you doing,
y'all?
Byron?
I'm doing good. Byron K. Let's play.
Byron's more of a Ryan fan, so, we'll see what he has to say because we talk about Ryan tonight.
Ryan fan. Ryan's the man.
And we have on the end is Missy. How you feeling, Missy?
Hey guys, so excited for tonight.
Yes. Now, Missy, you're more in the middle. You love Designer, you love Ryan, you love everybody.
Yes, I love everybody. I like people who bring the drama.
Ooh.
I like Ryan when he takes those teeth out.
His girls.
Yeah. And when he cut that ponytail off too. I like it.
I did like that too. Well, I'm gonna see what you guys like out there. Because on tonight's episode, we're talking about Designer and how she gets her dad on board finally. And we talk about Ryan and how he throws his party to remember. We have a little bit of fan shout outs. We have a little bit of news and gossip. But we have a whole lot of Designer with us tonight, baby. How you feeling, Designer?
I'm good. Okay, so my name is Designer. Everybody.
Oh, Designer.
Yes, like nah.
No.
Ooh, some New York. I love it.
Okay. So what was? Can I just ask? What was the? What is your? Did your dad come up with that name?
So my mom actually came up with my name, but my dad and my cousin Deshauna, shout out to cousin Shawnee, they came up with the spelling of my name.
Got it. That's dope. How long have you had that name?
That's my government name.
That's her name.
Oh, dang. Well, okay. Well, that's dope. No, you know how some people change it up for the stage? Whatever. I think that's dope, but
He thought
okay.
that was your stage name.
Listen, I was 8 years old when I found out that was really a name.
Yeah, well, my stage name is Cushy, because
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, like everybody has, trouble pronouncing my name or remembering my name. It's not common, obviously.
Right.
So Cushy, one of my college roommates, she thought of a cool nickname for me that just, sums up my whole personality.
Right. That's what's up.
Love it. Okay. Well, now let's talk a little bit about tonight's episode. So let's talk about how you got your dad finally on board to get on this track with you and your brother.
Yes.
I mean, after fighting and, pulling teeth trying to get him on, he's finally coming on and doing the ad libs. I mean, how excited were you for that?
Honey, I was so excited. Do you hear me? I had to go to war. I had to swim oceans and climb the Himalayas to do this. And I succeeded. And it was just like, yes, thank you, God. It felt so good.
I think that's amazing that you guys are trying to keep it in the family, but do you think that maybe you could have asked a little mama or Fat Joe? Because you're in that circle, so it's other people in New York that are artists, Ja Rule. Do you feel like you could have asked one of them also?
So I don't really know too many of them, I'm not really in that circle. I grew up around music and things like that, going to my dad's shows. But I didn't really grow up in that circle. Being around my dad was kind of more of a vacation, if you would say, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was summer vacation, you out, you go visit your dad, spend some time with him, and then you go back home. So I didn't really have friends that lived that lifestyle. I grew up a very normal life. I have normal friends, So, and then with the song, it just was my brother came up with the whole concept from my dad's show, Flavor of Love. So it's only right that we ask our father, the creator of reality TV, the creator of Flavor of Love, to get on a song based off of his show, based off of a concept that he created.
Right. That's dope. So I have another question just relating to the cast. So you doing a show like this, obviously before the show, you wasn't really like in that circle, but does doing a show like this bring y'all into each other's paths more frequently now?
Definitely. I'm actually super close with a lot of my castmates
Okay.
because of this whole experience. You know, we actually are planning a lot of different events. Like on November 10th in New York City, I'll be hosting a day party alongside Angie, Irv Gotti's daughter, and Brittany, Ja Rule's daughter. We'll have Siani DJing as one of the DJs.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
that's lit.
That's
Yeah. Is this gonna be filmed? Are you guys doing the next season right now?
So we're actually done with season one, and right now we're just like, you know, promoting season one, getting things out there for season one right now. This won't be a filmed event. This is just something that we came together. Me and Angie actually had a common friend that I went to college with and that she grew up with. And he actually reached out to me once he heard that I was on the show, like, yo, I know Ange, you know, make sure you get in connection with Ange. And I'm like, okay. So then I met her and we actually hit it off, you know, like she's super cool. She's super dope. And we're just like, yo, let's do this party that Eddie got set up for us. And she's like, all right. So,
I know your phone has been going crazy ever since the show aired, ain't it?
definitely. I got so many cousins. Oh, man.
Man, so many new cousins. Yeah.
Brothers, new sisters.
What?
Or new friends from
I'm waiting
third
for
grade.
I'm waiting for the new brothers and sisters because I know there ain't just 7 of us. Like, we
Right.
know of 7.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you, wait, so you know that there's more? For
No.
sure?
Okay, not for sure, but listen.
It's Flavor
Not
Flav.
Flavor of Love. Okay? Imagine him doing that in his prime when Public Enemy was like at the top of the top. All the different countries that he's been to and just the lifestyle that he lives as a celebrity he is. You know, Pablo was a Rolling Stone. So
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now, we also saw in this episode that you wanted Flavor to call you more, you know, just pretty much be the parent since he's the parent, you the child. And so has he been doing that? Like, has he been reaching out more to you? Have you guys been communicating more?
this experience definitely has brought me and my dad closer. He actually does reach out to me more. You know, like I'm not the one just doing all the phone calls anymore. He calls my phone. Like it's to the point sometimes it's like, Dad, I'm sleeping. I'm napping. It's a 3-hour difference, you know. I'm just, you know. So, but I appreciate it and I like it. You know, he just calls me like, "Hey, I just wanted to make sure you were okay," and I'm just like, "Thank you."
That's what you asked for, and you also were saying like you need to kind of get some closure from what happened in the past, and he's kind of like, "Well, we need to let it go." Do you feel like you guys need like therapy to be able to get over it, or you feel like now that you're getting closer, you guys can work through it?
I mean, I feel therapy is always good, you know, for just any situation. Like therapy will always help. But I feel like with the whole experience and our communication getting better, I feel like our relationship will get better. I feel like in order for us to move forward and have a good future, we have to address the past and we have to be accountable for the actions that we took, the decisions that we made in the past for our future to even have some sort of light in it.
That's what's up. So let me ask, how did Flavor Flav even get on the show? Did you pull him in or did the production already reach out to him? How did that go?
I actually pulled him in. Production reached out to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And then how did production like reach out to you? Did they say like a whole nationwide cast or nationwide call and say, hey, you know, we know you know people, can you bring on? Like how did that happen? How did they come to you?
So actually, okay, I love telling this story because it puts me back in that moment. Like it's so exciting. So I was actually going through like a rough patch in my life. Like as you guys see on the show, like I'm an open book, you know, and I have, you know, mental health issues, you know, depression, things like that. I know a lot of people out there deal with it, you know, and I was just going through a rough patch in my life. I lost my job, I lost my apartment, and I had to move back in with my mom. So I'm there and I'm having a bad day and I'm looking through Instagram like everybody does. And I check my inbox and, you know, it's a white guy in my inbox. And I'm like, the hell is this?
Talk about who this man?
Was he in the requested folder or was he in your main DM?
He was in the requested folder.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's good that you checked it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't check it. Like, I had like 8 messages in there. And someone just told me, like, go to your request box.
Yeah.
So I'm just in my request box and I'm like, So I click on the message. I'm reading it and he's telling me all his credentials. He's from WeTV. He's from Growing Up Hip Hop, executive producer. And I'm just like, my friends play too much. They really just did the most. Like, I don't even got time. Like, and I'm just like, let me Google him. So I Google him and everything matches his picture, his name, his credentials. So I'm like, wait, let me calm down. So he gives me a number to call. I call him, I speak with him. He goes into more depth, like, these are the people that we're looking at for the show. We would like to do a FaceTime interview with you. Are you interested? I instantly start screaming, yes! Oh my God, I've been waiting for this forever my whole life. Yes! I'm here now. It's happening. So she's just like, oh my God. Me and her start jumping up and down. We did the FaceTime call, and it took him about a month to call me back. And he called me back. It was like, his tone was just like down. He's just like, yeah, designer, I just want to let you know that it's a go. They want to work with you. They love you.
Yes, that's so good.
Now, will we get a chance to see your mom?
Not on this season. No, not on this season. My mom is very like reserved and quiet and like laid back and just so cute.
Maybe next season. You just got to warm her up. But so let me ask real quick. So moving forward, after you found out you was going to be on the show, did you have a game plan? Like, I'm going to try to push this narrative, or I'm going to be this way? Or was it just like, you know what? It's opportunity. Let me just take it and see what happens.
Good question, Byron.
So initially, I like I said, I was going through like a rough patch, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself.
Yeah.
And my brother was just getting started with his music career. Like, we've always been into music, but he never took it serious up until like right before I got this opportunity. So I spoke with my brother. I'm really close with my brothers. I'm love my sisters as well. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers, but I'm closer with my brothers. So I go and I reach out to him and I'm just like, listen, I already help you with your music now. I just let me be your manager. Who's better to be your manager? Like, and it'll give you an opportunity to be on the show, to showcase your music. I feel like we could get a lot of things done. This will open a lot of doors for us. And he was just like, all right, I'm with it.
So you put the whole family on. She was a boss.
That's lit.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
So since being Flea's manager, are you more closer to him than all your brothers?
Flea. So me and Flea have the same mom and dad.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And me and Will have the same dad.
Okay.
But I'm close with both of them. Like, we're like the 3 Musketeers, the 3 Stooges.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm like the little boy that should have, like, I should have been a little boy because I'm always with my brothers.
Now, I like how it seems like you have a covering over them. Like, you take the bullets for them, so to speak.
Definitely. I'm very protective over my family, period. But my brothers, like, they make up my heart.
That's what's up.
now to do this show, did you have to move to the city to do it? Like, did you just move there for a little bit, or did you stay in upstate New York?
So I was actually in North Carolina when they approached me, and I'm originally from New York City. So I just left North Carolina and went back to New York City and stayed with some friends for a little while. And I'm just like, I'll just move back here. It actually helped me with my plan, kind of, because I didn't have a plan.
Right.
Right.
So I want to ask you about being a manager just from the show standpoint. We see that Charlie is managing Siani, right? And Siani's late to the gig, and Charlie's late to the gig. You know, she has some health issues, but do you feel like as a manager in that instance, how would you handle that? Or do you feel like as a manager, they should handle the artist and where they're, you know, booking gigs and things like that?
Well, I'm not an experienced manager. You know, I'm still learning the ropes myself. But the way that I am with the things that I do, like I book the shows and I make sure that I'm there at the shows with my brother, my art, my artist, my client. I'm backstage. I'm talking to people while he's performing. I'm on stage while he's performing. I'm in the crowd hyping him up while he's performing. Like I play every role possible. I'm a fan, I'm a manager, I'm a sister, all in one when I go to my brother's events. So that's just how I move. So I don't know though, because
Do you think it could have rubbed off on Siani? Is that why she's late? Because she was like, her mom is always late. So now it's kind of rubbing off on her.
I mean, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I feel like being new to New York City is hectic. I don't know if you guys ever been, but me just living there, period, I've been late to plenty of things, just waiting on train and transportation. So
is the train the fastest way to get around still? Or does it depend?
It depends.
Okay.
Since you're new to being a manager, have you ever asked any advice from Medina?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are gonna have to tune in to find out.
Okay. Well, speaking of advice, let's talk about this this party now. So Ryan throws a party to remember. He asked Medina if she can help out. Clearly, it was definitely one to remember because Siani was late, Ryan was late, Medina was there by herself. I mean, it was low-key hectic, but it looked like it started to kind of pick up and everybody was pretty much cool with it.
Yes.
So we already touched on, Siani being late and her mama not really showing up. What advice would you give Ryan to really, get his single out there? So let's say Ryan becomes one of your new clients. What would you tell him to really make his single pop? Would he do another event like this, or would you do something completely different?
Well, me personally, I would tell him marketing is the big thing, like social media presence. Everybody's in their phone nowadays. Even when you go to a party or a club, you go to the club to stand around and watch everybody do this, or take it out, and when they on Instagram, Snapchat, So definitely target social media. Definitely get it out there: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, things like that. Try to push your visual, get your face on as many timelines as possible.
Good advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good advice.
What's the biggest difference you noticed from watching your father rap to this new generation rap? So like your brother, what's the biggest thing that's changed? Besides, of course, social media, what's changed in the industry, would you say?
Just the meaning. Because when my father and Public Enemy was rapping, they're talking about Black empowerment. They're talking about fight the power, Black people as Public Enemy number one. 911 is a joke. These are messages that they're relaying in their music. Now all we're hearing today is, I got nice cars, nice chains, got all the ladies. And that's nothing wrong, if that's what you want to talk about in your music. But that is a huge difference on what we used to want to get across and to now.
Got it. That makes sense.
Okay. Now, still staying on the Medina subject here, she was going off on pretty much everybody. What are our thoughts really on Medina in this whole party situation? I mean,
I think she needs to lay off the alcohol. I think that has
too much
effect.
wine.
Definitely.
Yeah, because it's like she was like glaring. I thought she was looking at who was Lil Mama talking to Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was like, why is she looking at her like that? Like she was gonna stab her or something. And I was like, but she's trying to tell little mama about the party that was a dud. But it's like the look at her eye was like an evil eye. And I was like, why are you so mad?
I agree with you 100%. Because especially how she always wants to say, like, people need to be on time for events, but you're also working, like, you shouldn't be drinking. That's also...
Well, she was trying to just relax her nerves. No wine.
We don't know how many
You
glasses...
can drink at a party.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, we don't know how much she had to drink.
That's true.
So I think Medina has good intentions, but she doesn't always make good decisions.
True.
So remember, she's from a different era of hip hop. So some would probably consider her, from this generation, of course, irrelevant because they don't know who she is. So I think that she takes these strides to prove her relevancy. So that's why she's always saying, I've been doing this for years. I've been throwing all these parties all over the world, all over New York. If you doing the party, hit me up, let me know. So I think that she's, in order to like make herself resurface and seem relevant, in the process, she's putting other people down. And I think that she definitely just wants her voice to be heard. And one thing that stood out is how, speaking of how she talked to Lil Mama, it's funny how in person she told Lil Mama to let her know when she throws a party. Like, let me know, I can get you popping. But if we flash back to, I think, the first or second episode when Lil Mama actually threw the party, Medina specifically said, I couldn't work with Lil Mama. So I thought that was kind of funny.
But you know how they cut stuff.
I mean,
True.
that's true.
Yeah.
Designer, have you ever been to Medina's party? I mean, she says she was that poppin' club promoter. She brings the people out. Have you ever been to one of her events? Ooh, guess not.
No.
I mean, is she in a different age range? You know, like,
Yeah, it's
you
a
know.
different era.
I think there's a huge age bracket between us. I don't know her age. I know that she does have a son that's closer to my age, so I would expect her to be, you know, kind of older. And then she keeps saying that she's been in the game for years. You know, she's worked with like people in my dad's age bracket. So it's just like, I think she's kind of on the older side of the scale. I don't know. I've never been to an event she's thrown. So
She's older, but she's trying to stay hip. You can tell she's trying to stay hip.
Right.
That's why she hangs out with Vina
she's
Love
like
so
that
much.
auntie that try to be down with the get down, you know.
She really is.
She really is.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with getting your groove back. You
Okay,
better get her
go ahead, girl.
on.
All right, Stella, we good.
I mean, speaking of the auntie trying to get her groove back, she was all up in Vina's business with Ryan. Ryan was trying to shoot his shot at Vina Love. And then, you know, Medina said, well, Vina likes a bad boy. And, you got to have swag. And pretty much putting Ryan down.
Well, Ryan came to her. So
Yeah.
Okay.
he was like, well, she's close to, you know, Vina, so let me see what's going on. He likes to clear the air and make sure she's not taken, which is good.
He was
I
being
feel-
a gentleman. By the way,
Yeah.
Ryan, shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot. Don't let nobody block your
First
So
of
shot.
all,
you feel
he
like
needs
that's
some
being a
chapstick.
gentleman, so that's not like bad boy enough?
See, women want a bad boy, but then they want a gentleman too. Like you got to be a bad boy. You got to be dangerous. You got to be able to fight, but you got to be smart. You got to be educated, have a degree, make money, but be a dope dealer.
Oh,
but
my
you
My
got
goodness.
you
Y'all
gotta
want women to do all kind of stuff too. Now, designer.
Just be pretty
bad
and be
boys,
smart.
do you like them? Do you like YDB, honey? You like him?
Okay. That's the question.
YDB is cool. YDB is super cool. You know, I think that I agree with his ideologies and the way he thinks. I think he might be going about it the wrong way, but you know, y'all gotta stay tuned to see what happens with that.
Oh, I can't wait.
If you like bad boys, I know somebody who you do like.
Who?
The baby. You like the baby.
I love the baby.
Everybody likes the baby. I already knew it.
I like bad boys. I love my bad boys, but I love smart guys too, because I'm a little bit of a bad girl.
Yeah. Well, he both. You know he both.
Yeah, the baby.
Yeah, he both. He
Oh,
everything.
man, no, listen. Ooh, the baby.
Clip that.
But speaking of YDB, he's gonna come on the show soon. So I want to know just about his personality because he seems very similar to his daddy, like with his antics. Do you feel like he's turned up for the cameras, or is he really like a little live wire?
No, I wouldn't call him a live wire, but he's definitely not turned on for the cameras. Like that's him 100%. The same way with me, like the way you see me on TV is the way you're gonna see me on a regular day. You know, that's me. That's my personality. That's like why we click so much, you know, because he's super dope. His energy and his vibe is like very contagious. You know, he's on good vibes all the time. So you definitely gonna have fun.
Keeping it in that same lane then, who would you say from, not even who, don't give me no names, but is it safe to say that there's some people in the cast who are not fully themselves and they are putting on for the camera? Is that safe?
You can say their names,
Oh.
dude. Say their names, say their names.
It's safe to say, but I ain't feeling no beans, you feel me? I could just only speak to you know, and that's it.
Just say what you want to say. Just say it. We here.
I can't listen.
Oh, don't make her spill the
I mean, if we just drop a name, you could just, you know.
She's not dropping no names. So
If
here's
we
the
say
thing.
Angela, what would you say?
I I don't know Angela personally, so.
Okay.
That's gonna be her question, her answer for everybody. All right. So the answer though is yes. That some people are turned up for the cameras.
Some people are. Some people
Okay.
are. So.
Male, female. I'm digging. I'm digging.
Just a mess. But we also saw that at the whole party, it was so many side conversations going on. But the main one, too, like we were talking about, was Little Mama's party. Just wasn't... Little Mama was telling people the party was a hit. Then Medina want to burst a little bubble. I'm like, listen, if the girl says the party is a hit, let it be a hit.
I mean, she arrived late and she was surrounded by love, her friends, her family. She probably was a little intoxicated, so in her eyes, it was lit.
She was having a good time.
You made it sound like a birthday party, though.
It sounded like a small get together. How she
A
phrased
kickback?
it.
You called her party a kickback?
A small get together.
A kickback can be a great time, guys.
It is, but not in the ballroom.
Let us know in the comments what y'all thought about Little Mama's party. Was it a hit? I mean, so, Designer, you didn't go to the party.
No, I didn't attend the party, but I feel like if it was a smaller venue, I feel like it would have been lit. Like from what I've seen, and like the way Little Mama was, she is right. In New York City, people don't normally go out until about 12 o'clock. Like I'm not leaving my house. I'm not leaving my house until like 11:30, 12 o'clock. The club is open till 4 a.m. Like, what am I trying to rush to? Everybody that's there is going to be doing exactly what I said earlier.
Free before 10. Free before 10, remember?
Yeah, and then those people, we got those people too. I've been those people a few times where I had to be in the line cold, shivering, like, ooh, girl, 10 o'clock.
I love it.
Well, we hope you guys would have went to Little Mama's party, but at least you come to ours each and every week. You tune in to our after show, and we want to thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. You guys, we love it here so much, and we love it when you comment, like, subscribe. If you're listening to us on iTunes, leave us a 5-star rating, and you can listen to us on SoundCloud and some of the other streaming services. So however you get your fix, make sure you tune in and listen to what Designer and the rest of us have to say about the show this week.
Yes. I mean, we had a few fan shout outs. We got Yannette in our live chat right now. We got Lazy in there.
Hey.
Oh, do you know?
Hey. Easy, get easy, baby.
Yes. We have a few more fan shout outs. We'll probably get to all of them like next week. So it's just so many. So thank y'all for that. This episode, like I said, was just so much all over the place, but overall was a good episode.
It was great.
Definitely.
It was a great episode. And then, so did your brother Designer ever get his track together at the end? We saw he was stumbling a little bit.
We might have to
as
wait
soon
for
as
that.
Daddy came in. Oh yeah.
We might have to wait.
Can you give us a glimpse?
Y'all trying to make me give y'all all the
Okay. You staying up with us? We might as well.
in, babe.
Yeah. Listen, let me ask you something that you can say, because this was a huge discussion last week, and you're the perfect person to answer.
Perfect.
Is it possible to do a friends with benefits situation and it works out?
Actually, okay, it definitely is. It definitely is. I've had a friends with benefits situation before with a very close friend.
Are you still friends at this moment?
We are the best of friends at this moment.
Okay.
That is
Wow.
my closest friends. Like, I can't go anywhere without him at all. Like,
Because it was a true friendship first. Before everything else, it was a true friendship, right? You cared about him, he cared about you, period.
yes, we
But what if he
established a friendship.
What if he get the girlfriend that's like, oh, you slept with her? She can't come around no more. Then
Fight me, sis. What you want to do? Because he was my friend first.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
fight for her friend, okay?
Fighting for your
That's my
friend.
friend. You can't take my friend away from me. Like, I will respect your relationship. I will never cross any boundaries. But that is my friend, and I'm willing to fight for our relationship.
Period.
And what was the talk like when you guys decided to go into this friend with benefits type of thing? What was that conversation like?
Simple.
So it wasn't really even a talk. It was just like, you want to get nasty? And I was like,
Just, you about it? What's that?
I was like,
Okay.
So So when did y'all establish that it was a friendship? Was it after y'all got nasty? He was like, all right, so we friends now. We just cool. Or what was it?
Actually, so we were friends. The person would come over and just spend the night. Like, we'll just watch TV together, just regular stuff. And it was a regular night. They came over. We laying in the bed, watching TV like normal. And then they were just like, you want to get nasty? And I'm like, sure.
Okay, so that's why we say it's hard to have platonic relationships, which is what Vina and her friend OnStar are having right now. But she doesn't want it to get confused as, oh, I might be sleeping with him or something like that. So do you think there's also a way for women and men to be platonic friends and not cross that line?
Yeah. Definitely. I have a lot of male friends that I would never cross that line with. They would never cross the line with me. And it may come off like that just because of how close we are, that maybe we might have crossed lines, but no, we've never done it. We're just strictly friends. We never look at each other like that. We never would. I have a lot of friends like that.
Okay.
Missy, you have some friends like that too?
Yeah.
Missy too mean.
That's okay. You could be mean sometimes.
Okay. Nah. Let them know,
Men
Missy.
like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
They definitely do like when you mean to them.
Type of chick that don't even say hello.
All right.
Is
there any last minute things that you guys want to touch on?
See, come on, she hit. Nah, we good. I'm good.
I want to ask one more question because I think maybe one of the reasons they found you via the TMZ article, and I just want to talk about that with your dad. We've all got whoopings before, so it's like, what made you fight back?
Okay, so at that time in my life, I just felt like my dad didn't really play a major part in raising me, so I didn't feel like you had the right to discipline me. You know, my mom is the only person that has the right to discipline me. She's the one who's raising me. She's here. She created this. She's doing this. And he had just came back into the picture, and I'm the oldest out of my mom's set, so it's just I just gotta stand my ground, just let you know, listen, I'm sitting here holding it down with mom. You're not about to come in here and think you could just be popping me or whatever the case. But with the whole TMZ situation, it was just a big misunderstanding that happened, that I basically was accused of something. Okay. And I tried to just get the whole backstory, and everything just took a huge left, and me and my dad ended up into an altercation where it led to me getting arrested. I was just so hurt because he wrote a statement against me. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that's an automatic arrest.
Right.
So that was just the whole thing. And then it's you believed outsiders over your own blood.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, thanks for clearing that up, Designer.
Yeah. No problem. Thank you for that question.
Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We truly appreciate it. I mean, you're always welcome.
Yes.
When you do finally come out to LA.
Come sit on the couch.
Okay. Yes. Come to the studio.
It's comfy too.
Yes. Ooh.
All of that.
Yes. Now, for everybody at home, where can they find you on all your social media outlets?
So you can find me on Twitter at Cushy Simone. That's KUSHYSYMONE. You can find me on IG, Instagram at _Cushy Simone. That's 2 underscores KUSHYSYMONE.
Yes. Well, thank you, girl, for hanging out with us. And like I said, come on back. We might even see you for the season finale.
Okay. Listen, let's make it happen, Captain.
All right.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thanks.
So before we wrap up here, let's get into some quick predictions real quick.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So I predict with Designer and the crew in the studio, her brother, he's a little nervous. I feel like Flav is gonna just give him some tips yo, this is what you need to do. Whatever advice he gives is gonna make him overcome the nerves, and he's gonna come out with a great song with some ad-libs with his father.
Okay.
I agree. I think that they're going to make us think that it's going to be a bust. And then at the end, they're going to have a little powwow. And then he's going to get the song together. And then they're going to play all this nice, fantastic music. And then, we're going to smile and go to the next scene.
Or Flavor may go first. And then that way he kind of
warms up.
Yeah, warms him up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do want to hear Flavor Flav rap, though. I do want to hear him.
I'll listen to the ad-libs. But Missy?
I'm waiting for, Cushy, our girl Designer, and YDB. Yes.
What's gonna happen?
Well, they showed in the previews for next week, they're gonna be like talking about their relationship or something. That's all they showed. But I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
She said there's more to tune about it. So.
She said she liked what he be talking about.
Yes. All right, girl. I was just gonna say ditto off of Missy's. I'm excited to see that. I think she's really good. Designer is going to tell YDB. Like, it's not gonna work. I don't want your child. I don't even want your time. But thank you for being a friend.
Hey, that might be the one she had the friends with benefits situation.
Ooh.
Well, listen, guess we may have to ask him. When he come up in studio, when we get him up in here. That's going to be
wild, bro. Mm-hmm. That's going to be wild. I can't wait.
Can't wait. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here at AfterBuzz TV Network. We appreciate y'all being in our live chat, leaving those comments down below. If you're listening to us on iTunes, please give us those 5 stars. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, hey, what's up? Leave a comment there too if you can figure it out. I'm one of your hosts here, Howard III. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Howard III. Miss Conversation Piece, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, honey. MISS Conversation Piece, like a piece of cake. Make sure you hit that follow button. Leave some comments. Also, check me out on Love and Hip Hop After Show. You can check me out also on Basketball Wives. We're about to wrap up there. But yeah, always come through every Thursday. Check us out right here, Growing Up Hip Hop.
Bang, bang, just like that. What's up, y'all? I'm Byron K. You can find me everywhere online at Hero from the 90s. You can catch me on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific time for the All That After Show. All That is back, and it's all that.
Hey, guys, I'm Missy. You can follow me on all social media platforms, including YouTube at Missy Vernier.
Okay, YouTuber.
All right, and we'll see you all on Thursday.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.